The first step in reading a book effectively with a child is something we'd like to call the warm up. The warm up step is a preparatory step that prepares the child for what they are about to read. Now, you could do this in multiple ways. You can discuss about the front cover. For example, this book right here is called The Search for the Giant Arctic Jellyfish. If you were to read this book with your child, you could start off with a discussion like, what do you think this book is all about? Do you know what a jellyfish is? That means you're going to introduce something new into their vocabulary. Make sure they're ready for it, right? And do you know where this particular jellyfish could be found? Who could be this person? Now, what you're creating is an interest within the child to read this particular book. Let us know in the comments as to how this particular exercise works for you before you start reading with your child. Step two in reading effectively with children is the step we'd like to call interaction. This is all about interacting with the book while they are reading, and this interaction could happen in terms of the content or in how it connects with the real life or even the vocabulary. Some of the methods you could follow for interacting with the book is asking them to predict what they think could happen in the future as they are when they are on a particular page. It could also include asking questions like, do you think this has happened with you before, or have you seen this happen to someone else? What do you think? Why do you think this person or this protagonist is doing this way, and so on. Another way is to point out the new words that you encounter in a book and try to figure out what it means. You could use a dictionary, and you could even see whether those words come up in your in a real life context for you as well. I hope you enjoy these steps while you read. The third step in reading effectively with children is called summarize and analyze. After you've read the book, you can analyze the book with the reader in a very subjective way. You can have a discussion with them on the content or their real life connection with the book or their own personal opinion or analysis of the book. Your discussion can be around any of these following questions. What do you think about the book? What is your takeaway from the book? Which part of the book stays with you? Or it could be something like, has something similar happened with you? You could even share a personal anecdote on something similar happening with you. Or it could be asking them about their personal opinion or analysis of the characters, how they felt the characters dealt with the problem, how they would have done it differently, whether something unexpected happened, how do you think the characters felt when this happened with them, and so on. Do try this out with your young reader and let us know how it went. The fourth step towards reading effectively with children is what we'd like to call sustain. This step is all about engaging with the characters, themes, topics, and concepts and ideas that emerge from the book at an activity level long after you're done reading the book. These activities include art and craft activities such as poster making, mask creation of the characters based on the characters that come up in the book, clay modeling, DIY bookmaking. It could include role plays, a silly game. It could also be card games based on the ideas that come out of the book. It could be circle time with your family members and friends where you discuss about how the book connects with you at a real life level. It could be nature walk, which could also include bug spotting and bird watching. It could be a funny dance. It could be creating jingles. It could even be something serious like evaluating your neighborhood's inclusivity quotient, where you would be collecting data about things that you see around in your neighborhood. These activities help the child revisit the book in new and interesting ways, and it helps them connect with the book in a different level and thereby motivating them to go back to the book, which they probably read in a reluctant way the first time. Who says reading and play have to be separate? Let us know your thoughts about sustaining reading through play. Happy reading.